This news update is brought to you by...
It's gonna be a big blue summer.
The Big Blue Summer celebration with Flow is here. Make yours unforgettable. Sign up for big bundle savings. Build your essential bundle and save big money. Blow out the candles on Barbados' 50th and Flow's first Big Blue birthday celebration. To win big prizes including $10,000 in cash. Big-time sports coverage at home or on the go with Flow TV, like the Olympic Games in Rio and the new home of Premier League football. Watch it all with big data and big style on the fastest 4G network. The world's biggest sporting events this summer are all on Flow. The Big Blue Summer Celebration is here, and Flow is your official partner. This is how we flow.
It's gonna be a big blue summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow. We wear them baby blue for the summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Monday, July 25th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Prime Minister Stuart has identified a number of issues which he says threaten the island's stability. Stuart was addressing a national consultation on society at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre this morning. Barbados Today's Emmanuel Joseph is there and filed this report.
Prime Minister Stuart has warned of a number of issues threatening the stability of Barbados. Addressing a national consultation on society at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre this morning, Prime Minister Stuart identified what he called 4 demons from which the country has to be protected in order to avoid chaos. Stuart said alienation, frustration, insecurity and disillusionment are demons which must either be significantly reduced or eliminated in order for Barbadians to have faith in the future. He told the gathering that included cabinet ministers, opposition MP Cynthia Ford, non-governmental organizations and the church that these issues must be addressed by the family, the church, the school, and the civil society organizations. With regards to alienation, he said, there are many people in Barbados who don't feel a part of what the government was doing. He noted that others were frustrated because they feel a part, but continue to encounter stumbling blocks at every turn while pursuing their dreams. He said if faith in the future is lost, chaos will ensue, and Barbadians will become a collection of miserable people. From the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre, Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Organisers of the Soca Royale competition say this year saw the largest crowd in the 7 years that the show has been held at Bushy Park. Producer Aja told Barbados Today he was pleased with the turnout and the quality of the show.
I think that the preparation before and the little adjustments we made with respect to the layout of the venue, having to change a car racing circuit into an entertainment arena and creating that vibe, right? You know, I think from that perspective, shifting the stage to the right a little bit, as well as raising its height, benefited, and it was a good thing because it was the biggest crowd we have ever had at Bushy Park for Soca Royale, and the height of the stage therefore would have made life easy for everybody to properly see what was going on stage. So I think that was a good adjustment, right, in terms of the height of the stage and the amount of people that were there last night.
Edwin Yearwood retained his Sweet Soca title for the second consecutive year. The general beat out stiff competition with Home Sweet Home. Meanwhile, Lil Rick is the new party monarch. He wowed the crowd and judges with his performance of Azerbaijan. The Barbados Labour Party candidate for St. Michael South, Kirk Humphrey, is defending the Brittons Hill community in light of recent reports of criminal activity in that area. Humphrey says crime is restricted to a small group of young people. During a district canvassing exercise on the weekend, he insisted that the community is mostly law-abiding.
To say that the entire constituency is prone to violence is definitely misleading. That's not the case. The reality is that there is a small bunch of people who are engaging in deviant and violent behavior, and we have to deal with those as a small percentage. By and large, the vast majority of this constituency are very good people who've never had any interaction with the law, so I don't want to suggest that that's the case at all. I think we have to deal with that small amount of people who are engaging in deviant behavior. And if people feel that they have no alternatives and they feel they have no options, then sometimes they tend to engage in those behaviors. What we're doing at a micro level though, and because I'm speaking specifically to the constituency, is going to the areas that are considered crime prone or violent prone and speaking to those young people and trying to figure out what it is that has caused them to go that way and to try to encourage them to get involved in more wholesome programming. If you speak to a lot of these young people that are considered to be violent, you'll be surprised to see that they're really very peaceful at the core, many of them, and that they're very bright and that they're very well read, and that if we could create more opportunities for them, then perhaps that's the beginning.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Do you want to make sure that your favorite BT Soca Royale champion hopeful is in with a great chance of winning $10,000? Well, it's simple as going to www.facebook.com/Barbados Today to cast your vote. These are the finalists: Mr. VJ and King Julian, Summer Again, Joaquin, This Place, Sammy G, Mash Up the Place, Damien Marvey, Know the Face, Azizi, My Reason, Donnell, Wet Me, Griner, Turn on the Speaker, Hyper Songs, Bam Bam Back, Faith Calendar, Hunted, and Mr. Dale, Nothing Sweeter.
Special thanks to these sponsors: Flow, CGI, Capital Media HD, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the 50th anniversary of Independence Celebration Secretariat, and the NCF.
ICBL T20 Cricket Party, more than a match, to Gary's 80th birthday, celebrating the greatest all-rounder and our national hero. You can't beat that. July 28th, 6:30 p.m. Tickets from Kensington Oval, CS Pharmacy, and TicketPal.com. Hosted by the 50th Anniversary Secretariat.
We're back now with news from the region. 1 year after a major prison break in Trinidad, questions are being raised over the state of investigations. 1 officer and 3 prisoners were killed in the operation. We have more in this report from TV6 News.
1 year later, the prison service has completed its internal investigation and sent it to the Service Commission. 3 senior prisons officers remain on suspension. The police service, however, seems to have stalled. There has been no update on the state of their investigation to find out who, if anyone, was complicit in the escape.
We have no feedback from the police. We will have given full support to the investigation. As I said, it was a criminal act, and we like everybody else will want to know, coming out of the investigation, who, what, or where it came from, who were the perpetrators. So that will assist us in the future, treating with any incident.
The internal prison investigation found guards didn't follow protocol of handcuffing high-risk inmates during visitations. But Acting Commissioner of Police Stephen Williams, when contacted today, did not want to dwell on the anniversary.
There was a prison break last year. That matter was effectively addressed. There are persons before the court on charges. We lost an officer, which was an extremely impacting event.
The only person charged with the prison break is escapee Christopher Monster Selby, who turned himself over to the police. The commissioner did not say whether anyone else would be charged. Now, despite the introduction of new technology, the Prisons Commissioner says the biggest weakness in the prison service continues to be the human resource.
Further afield, several people were wounded in southern Germany today after a failed Syrian asylum seeker exploded a bomb outside a music festival. The 27-year-old detonated explosives he carried in a backpack. The incident occurred after he was denied entry to the event in the city of Ansbach. This is the 3rd violent attack in the city of Moravia in a week. We get more in this BBC report.
The difficulty for people here now listening to this row of dreadful attacks is to figure out what to make of it all, because 3 of them do involve asylum seekers, which of course is very worrying. But the worst attack, which led to 10 deaths in total on Friday, that was actually carried out by a young man who was born here and grew up here in Germany. So that was very different, really. So it's very important not to confuse all these different attacks, because the one that really has created so much attention, the one in Munich on Friday, was in fact a US-style shooting spree. So it's very different. And what we're also noting about the debate here in Germany is there's a blurred line between what's a terror attack and what is simply a deranged individual, because police are now coming up with evidence to show that actually some of these people who have carried out the attacks connected to so-called Islamic State have also got psychiatric problems. Also, drug abuse has been found. So where a deranged individual is out on a killing spree and where it's actually a planned, politically motivated attack, it's very hard to draw the distinction sometimes. So all of that is leading to a lot of fear and confusion here in Germany right now.
And that's the news. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good afternoon.